From his debut EP, Je Suis, Freed is in studio right about now. Simonami just played. I love the vibe that it's bringing to studio, by the way. It's actually 6 p.m. and you're listening to the heartbeat of Kigali. This is 94.3 Royal FM. I told you I got you with the best artists. And first of all, welcome to Kigali.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How's it treating you so far?
So far, so good. I don't have anything to complain about so far.
Is it a culture shock or?
No, I'm used to Kigali. That's the first thing. And every time I come here, of course, I like the weather and what I'm coming for. You know, it's always exciting. And now on top of that, I have being here. Yeah, which is really good. And then I have a very busy agenda in Kigali, so I'm always excited when it comes to music stuff and cross-border things, initiatives that mean a lot to me. So yeah, and that's what's gathering me and other professionals from the music industry and more here. So what to feel other than happy.
I love that. I can feel the happy vibe in the studio right now.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I guess you speak English, you speak Swahili, you speak French. Where are you from, Freed? Where are you from?
I speak Mashi, I speak Lingala. Then the Lingala tells where I'm from.
So for those who are still not connecting, you want to tell them where you're from?
Yeah, of course. I'm hailing from Bukavu. Democratic Republic of Congo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, you can't tell because I have an African thing on me.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's intended. I want to be more African than anything else. I
mean, I can feel the Africanness. I mean, there can be more? You want to be more than this?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's... I'm not perfect, so I'm going to perfection.
I like that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Je Suis, your debut EP. You released it just the other day on the 9th of this month.
Sure thing.
How do you feel about that?
Wow, so excited. I know I'm destined to big things, and I know I gotta start somewhere. So this is what I feel when I'm starting a journey that I know is going to end up very well.
It definitely will.
Yeah.
Have you released singles before the EP, or this is like...
Sure thing.
This is the first we're seeing of it.
I've released Momo, I've released Cheka Cheka, I've released Yowe, I've released the Celebrated Come Now, I've released the Safari with the Colombian label Harana Tambo. I've released Wamana with an amazing DJ from Kinshasa called Makadafaga. It's a very, very surprising name. And now here we are with Je Suis, about a fast body of work, which, just like I said, is a debut to very more interesting things to come. Yeah.
So, Je Suis means I am, no?
Yes.
Am I?
Sure.
My
you are right. Oh my God. Actually, congratulations.
My French teacher would be very proud, at least.
This is the second guess you're doing right. So, the third one, I'll definitely give something.
Third time's a charm. I hope I get the third one.
Sure.
But how do you incorporate all these different languages? Like, how do you do it? It must be hard.
Well, I think it comes on the will to do that, and the fact that I know what's my purpose to do that. Like I told you, I want to be African. I want to be African. And then when you listen to Je Suis, of course you will play it later, and you will feel that my intention is to be not just actually African, but to be universal. But by being universal, of course, I'm not going to the universe with anything, with nothing. I'm going there with my identity, and then get what's interesting from here and there, and create something amazing from that. And for me, I think I'm not only an experimental person, but also I like to see what comes from blending things, blending cultures, blending perfections, blending experiences, And yeah, that's why I can go in a song. I can go from Kiswahili to French to English to Lingala to Mashi and to imaginary languages.
To imaginary languages.
Yeah, that's where it becomes even more interesting for many who listen to my, especially live music, because I haven't released my imaginary languages songs yet. That's something I keep for special ones.
That's very interesting. I'm very intrigued. Like, what's this imaginary language thing?
So my aim for that imaginary languages is really connected to the causes I defend in my music. I defend equality, I defend justice, I defend identity, I fight against falsification of history, you know, and I think that has something to do with that. I think when I sing something that you can't get, you can't get the words, and even white people, a white person can't get the words, even a Chinese can't get the words, then you experiencing the same challenges, and at the end of the day, that brings you back to your humanity.
Yeah.
And I think I like that myself. I like when I challenge people, just for them to realize how human they all are, how equal they all are. You know, I like that myself.
Interesting. You mentioned live music. We're just about to play Je Suis. Do you want to give us like something? Do you want to play it on guitar for us before DJ Noodle plays it? I mean,
Je suis, je suis, je suis.
Je suis, je suis, je suis.
Je suis universel et je combats pour ma terre. Je combats pour la survie, je me bats contre la guerre. Je ne me vains jamais et je ne suis jamais vaincu. Pour mieux sauter, j'ai pas besoin de recul. La victoire m'attend de l'autre bout de l'histoire, là en dessous de ces baobabs géants, là au milieu de la savane aux panthères, là au panthéon de mes ancêtres, là dans ce ventre du Congo, là dans ce ventre de l'Afrique. Quand les autres sont l'enfer, moi je reste la terre. Je combats pour la survie, je me bats contre la guerre. Je suis sur le pas de Sundiata Keita, je porte la tunique du roi oublié. J'enfile cette vaillance des Liangombe, je porte l'arc du fils de Dieu. Je suis l'homme au visage brûlé, je suis ce négro affranchi de la merde. Je suis la nuit autour du feu, je suis la résiliente forêt dense, je suis celui que le monde fonce. Je suis descendant de la poussière, je suis fils de la terre. Je suis cet enfant qui pleure, qui se calme, qui regarde le soleil et qui sourit chaque heure. Je suis cet enfant qui pleure, qui se calme, qui regarde le soleil et qui sourit chaque heure. Je suis africain. Je suis fier, je suis différent, je suis fier, je suis ce que je suis fier, je suis Mushaga, je suis fier. I am what I am proud, I am African, I am proud. I am different, I am proud, I can inspire, I'm proud.
the whole performance. That was beautiful. I love how you go high and then you go low. And like I barely understood. I didn't know Je suis. After that, you lost me. But you know, something about music, as long as you're feeling it.
Sure.
That's all that matters.
That's definitely what I am at for me. Like I said, the challenge is that you don't hear the words, well, especially when it's imaginary.
Yeah.
This was just French, so it's even better. You don't listen to French. She doesn't listen
Thank
to
God I'm not
French.
the only one.
Yeah, you're not the only one. So at least with French already, I can challenge you. Not imagine if imaginary languages. I even challenge you more. You know, but a very beautiful challenge. I love that challenge.
Are you gonna translate the imaginary language after you release it?
Well, yes, I can translate that, and I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. Yeah, that's what I mean. My name is Freed.
Freed, exactly.
It's Freed. Come on, it's just it's not a Nanody name. I didn't just wake up one morning and said this is my name. Actually, it's not from my parents. It's from myself. Yeah.
So why Freed? Why did you decide to call yourself Freed?
Because I love freedom. I love freedom. That's it. And then I freed myself from not loving freedom.
That's deep.
True.
Freed yourself from not loving freedom. Very interesting. Now I got to think about that. But, you know, I know there's something that's brought you to Kigali.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what exactly that is?
Sure. The thing is called Malcolm X Centennial Summit. And it's hosted by my incredible, talented sister, Swatara.
Shout out to Swatara in studio.
She's actually around. And so it's really about like justice and power, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you mind if she can talk about that?
Okay. Let's. But the mic is all the way there unless you push it to her.
Yeah, she can say it better. Yeah.
Justice and power, and he missed a couple of things, right?
Yeah, sure thing.
And Pan-Africanism, that's the main thing. So I'm Swatara Olushala. I'm the National Vice Chair of International Affairs for the National Black United Front. I've been living in Kigali. No, I've been living in Yamata for 3 years.
Wow.
A little more than 3 years, actually. And me and my family were expats. We don't plan to return to America. However, our activism work that we did there and do in other parts of the world does not stop. So wherever we are, we want to take those ideals, we want to take those morals, those values with us wherever we go and leave an impression and a positive impact on African people wherever we are, right?
Yeah.
So Malcolm X was pretty much in the same vein. He inspired many of us across the world. I don't know if you've heard of Malcolm X before, very familiar with him. Great. So I haven't run into a lot of people here in Rwanda or other parts of East Africa that were very familiar with Malcolm X. So the point is to familiarize our people with him and what he stood for and his values because they're relevant today. So if Malcolm X were still alive, he would turn 100 years old on Monday.
Oh, wow.
And so that's what we're coming together to celebrate and to introduce to our people and inspire them. And I want somebody, 20 years from now when they're on their major platform to say, it started at the Malcolm X Centennial Summit 20 years ago at Nature Kigali on May 17th at 12 noon when I heard Nkala Asante speak in person, when I heard Freed Mushaga sing live, when I downloaded all the books in the free digital library, when I had the healthiest, freshest food at Nature Kigali, when I was surrounded by the joy and love of my people. Like, that's what I'm looking for, and so that's what we're bringing tomorrow. And I appreciate you, allowing us on the show to tell people about it.
Of course. So it's happening tomorrow, Nature Kigali.
Nature Kigali,
from
Nyarutarama.
12 Yes, in Nyarutarama from 12 to
6.
From 12 to 6. And I asked them, is it 12 like African timing, like Rwandan timing? Are we, is it 12 or is it 2?
No.
Or is it,
Oh,
said
yeah.
Apana. So it's strictly
We are
12.
starting at 12. We have a lot to cover. We have Freed Mushaga, of course, on the program. We have Nkala Asante as our keynote speaker. We have the Invisible Kids from Goma who are here. They're going to perform. We have Bush Sabar also here from out of town. We have Stephen Nsenga. We have 2 workshops, one led by Stephen Nsenga out of, he's actually Rwandan, but he's been living in Uganda for many years. And Shema Humure. They're both going to give very powerful workshops. We had an oratorical contest based on Malcolm X, and the winners of those contests will be presenting their speeches tomorrow. Not everything is in English. Some things are in Kinyarwanda, some things are in French, some things might be in Kiswahili, but we have translations for everything. And the best part is it's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything to enter. You don't have to do anything special to enter. We just want you to come. We want you to support our vendors in the economic empowerment marketplace. And we want you to learn something. We want you to be empowered. We want you to be self-determined. And eventually, we want to erase these lines on the continent of Africa and erase them in our minds as well and come together as one beautiful Pan-African people.
I love that. I love that. I feel like you should drop the mic, but not literally. But thank you so much for that. I'm looking forward to coming tomorrow to
we
Nature
look forward to
Kigali.
having you.
And Freed, thank you so much for coming through. That was a beautiful performance.
Thank
and I'm
you.
sure that's just a taste of what you're going to give us tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to remind that this is as part of the Je Suis East African tour,
Yes.
which just started in Uganda a few days ago.
Yes.
Then Kigali, then go back to Uganda for a couple of shows at Kickoff, the Hotel Diplomat, the Wired Ones, and then I'll be headed back to Nairobi, where I'm from.
Yeah.
Gecko Central, Two Grapes, and then what else? Santuri. I'll be playing at Santuri as well. Then I head to Tanzania, where I'll be playing at Test of Mexico. Then I will be the artist of the month at Marafiki Night Live. Then I go to the coast at Zanzibar. The Zanzibar dates are still to be communicated, and the Malawi and Zambian venues and dates as well. So
Wow.
yeah.
So you're up and about. I mean, the world needs to hear your EP. I was actually listening to it last night. Very good. I can show you evidence actually. It's at the top of my Spotify. So
Oh my God! Yeah, thanks
so
for mentioning
thank you
that.
for being you, being freed, embracing the freedom. I really like that. And where can we follow you on social media, by the way?
Well, everywhere. I guess everywhere, because I don't know now how many social media exists, but the
Freed, just
major
freed.
the major ones,
Yeah.
just type Freed, like
Uh-huh.
Freed, Freed, Mushaga, like in Kinyarwanda. And then, you find me. And then not only on social media, because before even you go to social media, go listen to my music.
Okay.
Go to platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube, and then actually I'm dropping the video for the actual Je Suis I was performing
wow.
here next week.
Oh, wow.
So you are lucky if you subscribing to my platforms now.
Yeah, you definitely are lucky. You're lucky
Yeah.
to have heard him right here on Royal FM. Very, very phenomenal. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Enjoy Kigali. Enjoy everything around. And it's been a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure as well to be had by you.
Of course, of course. Thank
Yeah.
you for what you're doing, by the way.
Thank you also, sister.
And-
Asante sana.
Karibu sana. DJ Nuda, we're going to get back to the music right about now. Remember, this is the heartbeat, the rhythm, and the sound of Kigali. 94.3 Royal FM. Let's go.